There are places in this world where the walls seem to whisper secrets, dark secrets. The Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles is one such place, a relic of another time, draped in mystery and haunted by its troubled past. A place that was once home to criminals, a playground for the deranged, and a stage for untold tragedies. But among all the sinister tales, none are quite as chilling as the mystery of Elisa Lam, a young woman who vanished, seemingly into thin air, only to be found in the most disturbing and unexplainable way. Her final moments were captured on camera, in footage that has puzzled millions and left us asking, was Elisa Lam running from someone or something? And why was her body discovered in a water tank high above the city? This is the story of Elisa Lam and the questions that still linger about what really happened that fateful winter of 2013. In January of 2013, Elisa Lam was just like any other young woman in her early 20s. A 21-year-old student from Vancouver, Canada, Elisa was taking a solo trip across the United States, a journey of exploration, freedom, and self-discovery. She had dreams of seeing new cities, meeting new people, and like so many of us, sharing her experiences with the world through social media. But on January 26th, Elisa checked into a hotel that would become her last stop, the infamous Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. A place with a history so dark, it was almost as if the hotel itself was cursed. A few days into her stay, Elisa mysteriously disappeared. No one had seen her, no one had heard from her. Her family, worried after not hearing from her, contacted the LAPD, and soon Elisa Lam was officially reported missing. Flyers were posted all over the area and a search began. But the hotel where she was staying? That was the last place she had been seen alive. What happened inside those walls? Then came the footage. On February 1st, 2013, Elisa was captured on one of the hotel's security cameras in the elevator. And this is where things get truly strange. The video, now infamous and viewed millions of times online, shows Elisa acting in ways that seem to defy logic. In the footage, Elisa steps into the elevator and presses multiple buttons, but the elevator doors remain open. She peers out into the hallway, cautiously, as if she's hiding from someone or something. At times, she steps back into the corner of the elevator, pressing her body against the walls as though she's afraid. Then, she steps out again, moving her hands in strange, erratic motions, almost as if she's communicating with someone invisible. After a few more seconds, she disappears from view entirely. The doors finally close. That footage is the last known sighting of Elisa Lam alive. The video went viral, sparking immediate speculation. Who was she hiding from? Was someone following her? Or could it have been something far more sinister, something no one could see but her? For days, Elisa remained missing. The police searched the hotel, top to bottom, but found nothing. Meanwhile, guests at the Cecil began complaining about the water. The pressure was low, it had an unusual taste, and even a strange color. On February 19th, a hotel maintenance worker was sent to the rooftop to check the water tanks. What he found was horrifying. Floating in one of the large cylindrical tanks was Elisa Lam's body. She was naked, her clothes found beside her in the water. She had been there for days, but how did she end up there? The tanks were difficult to access. The hotel roof itself was locked, with alarms meant to prevent unauthorized entry. And yet, there she was. No one could explain it. Visuals, news reports showing the medical examiner's office, the police investigation, and images of the hotel roof. The coroner's report ruled Elisa's death an accidental drowning, with no signs of physical trauma, no evidence of foul play, and no drugs or alcohol in her system beyond her prescribed medication for bipolar disorder and depression. The official story was that Elisa, perhaps in a confused state brought on by a manic episode, somehow made her way to the roof, climbed into the water tank, and tragically drowned. But even with this explanation, many questions remained. How did she get past the locked doors and security alarms? How did she manage to lift the heavy lid of the water tank by herself? And how did she close it behind her? There were too many holes in the story, too many mysteries left unsolved. The unexplained nature of Elisa's death has led to countless theories over the years, each one more unsettling than the last. The most widely accepted theory is that Elisa was experiencing a severe episode of her bipolar disorder. The erratic behavior seen in the elevator footage could have been the result of her being in a delusional state. Perhaps, in her confusion, she made her way to the roof, searching for a place to hide. But this theory leaves us with one question. Could she really have entered the water tank and sealed herself inside? The physical logistics of that remain uncertain. Theory 2. Foul play. Some believe that Elisa was not alone on the roof. The possibility that she was being followed, or worse, murdered, has been a persistent theory. Could someone at the hotel have been involved? A member of the staff or a fellow guest? There's speculation that Elisa could have been placed in the tank after her death, though the autopsy showed no signs of violence or struggle. Theory 3. The paranormal. The Cecil Hotel has a notorious reputation. Over the years, it has housed criminals, seen suicides, and even hosted the infamous serial killer, Richard Ramirez. Was the hotel itself haunted? Some believe Elisa may have fallen victim to something supernatural, a presence that led her to her tragic fate. The elevator footage, with its eerie, inexplicable moments, only fuels this theory. Theory 4. Conspiracy and cover-up. Others suggest a larger conspiracy at play. How could a hotel with so much security allow something like this to happen? Theories of a cover-up have surfaced, with suggestions that Elisa may have stumbled upon something she shouldn't have, or that the hotel was trying to hide something far darker than we know. The Cecil Hotel has always been a place where the shadows seem to move just a little too much. Its history is steeped in death, crime, and sorrow. Elisa Lam's tragic story is just one in a long line of chilling events tied to this infamous location. But it's the one that continues to captivate people worldwide. Why? Because even now, there are no clear answers. What happened to Elisa Lam? Was it a simple tragedy brought on by mental illness? Or did something far more sinister occur behind the walls of the Cecil Hotel? Elisa's story is a reminder that sometimes, even the most well-known mysteries leave us with more questions than answers. Whether driven by mental health struggles, external forces, or something more unexplainable, Elisa Lam's fate will forever remain one of the most haunting stories in modern true crime. And so, the shadow of the Cecil Hotel lingers, where the past and the unknown still collide.